Welcome to Bourbon and Badges, the podcast. Rod Nader here for Season 7, Episode 7. Hound Dog, Dobie Dog, and Slow Ride all in the house. How we doing,
What's happening?
Fellas?
Good.
Everybody good?
Everybody good, man. Well,
full disclosure, I'm a little under the weather, so I'm going to try to push through as the warrior I am.
Well,
man, you haven't been doing good here lately, man. A couple of torn stuff.
Torn this, ripped that.
Ripped
that. I'm falling apart.
You know what you need to do,
Rod?
Rod?
Go on. What's that?
You need to go find you some baby aspirin. Take you some baby aspirin.
Hit the button slow. Wee, wee. Where the hell is it?
That'll make you feel a lot better if you take some baby aspirin.
How is your arm there, Rod?
It's getting better. Yeah, I'm on a week, 4 weeks out of surgery, and doing well.
So this is a side note I just popped in my head, but I was sitting at McDonald's this morning, and they asked a couple of us to move because they're getting ready to replace the glass window
Wait.
where we're sitting.
Let's back up just for a second. You're not that retired old guy. Remember we used to go to Hardee's on first shift and you had these old retired fat guys?
I am with the group.
That's him.
I'm
talking about shit
with a group of my buddies,
just
and I am the youngest one.
Yep.
So they tell us that they want us to move because they're replacing the window at McDonald's. And we're like, sure, I want to be where they're replacing a window. Go figure. So we move and we're sitting somewhere else and we look and it's a different kind of glass, but the glass that they were replacing where we were sitting shatters.
Where you were sitting.
Yes. And I'm like,
As they were trying to replace it.
Good
They
thing you moved.
just shattered.
yeah.
It
Little
wasn't
PTSD kicked in. I'm like, no.
Damn.
Had enough shattered glass in my life for a while.
No doubt.
That's true. True.
I'm moving.
Yeah. Little crooked ass finger mother.
I remember that, man. You go to work first shift. Back in them days, we rotated first, second, and third. On first shift, I go by with Hardee's down on Clyde and South York. Yeah, you go in there and these old men all sitting there in the corner drinking coffee. They're sitting there shooting a breeze. I'm thinking, man, I hope I never come that fella.
Yeah, why is it always Hardee's?
Free coffee.
Yeah.
It's always Hardee's. Senior thing or something.
Yeah, I went up to Indiana to visit with my wife's folks, and her father goes to Hardee's on Monday mornings with all the farmer guys, tractor guys. They meet there and they shoot the shit. You got to be 80 plus to be in the fucking club. and they're up there giving coupons and getting the senior citizen discount.
Yeah.
And drinking coffee and talking about shit. John Deere this and fucking crop.
Yeah, what they seen at Ollie's?
Yeah, exactly. Did you see that deal on them tractor wheels up there? Like,
You've been to Tractor Supply lately.
yeah. But yeah,
man.
it's always Hardee's. I don't know. It must be the choice.
But it was just kind of side story. I thought it was like no more shattered glass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we got a load we can talk about today. Probably won't get to it all. A lot of it has to do with the border. A lot of it has to do with some of the criminals are catching. Drugs, some 500 pounds of methamphetamine, cocaine, just craziness. The border crossings are way down. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Some of the folks they've locked up. One gentleman tried to sneak in cocaine under his toupee. Dobie Dog will tell us a little bit about that. And do you guys remember that killing out there in Idaho where a guy went into, I think he was lying in wait, but we'll get into it. And he killed 5 people with a knife.
College students?
Yeah. There's some new stuff going on there that Dobie Dog is going to talk about too. He found a good little article on that. But before then, we've got to talk about what we're going to be drinking. I'll go first. Nothing. I'm on antibiotics and I'm sick as fuck.
Yeah, good grief. Last week, Hound Dog was on antibiotics.
I'm hydrating up, so this is what I'm drinking, a hydration drink, guys. What are you guys drinking tonight?
Go ahead, Hound Dog.
I am drinking Axe and Oak.
And that's your first drink in 10 days because you were on an antibiotic last time,
I was.
right?
Yes, I was.
Hardee's don't have shit on us.
But I was actually wanting something real kind of like an oaky taste to it. And I just happened to see that peeking his head out from the cabinet back here.
Yep.
And that's what I'm drinking. I like it.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey, maybe we can do some shorts sometime and just showing our alcohol collection.
There you go.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dobie
Because
Dog.
not you in shorts, right?
Oh, I got a story about that too.
I got shorts on now.
I got no pants on now. You ain't gonna see me from the waist down.
Maybe that's why you stay sick.
Yeah,
I am.
I
it's
bet you go
cold. That's why.
outside too, don't
That's
you?
why your mom always says you're sick. Put a jacket on. It's not germs that make you sick. It's the cold.
Can't go wrong with this.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo
Old Faithful.
Trace.
Old
Enough
Faithful.
said.
And I tell you
Enough
this,
said.
I'm not one to like collect bottles, but their bottle is cool as shit. I just think it's cool.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like all the old cowboy western stuff.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like the old burnt paper. It's just cool, and you can't. It's just
Kind of a classic movie label looking thing.
Yeah.
All right, Slow.
I'll tell you, I probably got Buffalo Trace in this. It's my Infinity bottle, and it's about full, so I'm going to drink it down a little bit. And Hound Dog was with me when we started this back in
12/28 of 20. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the original Buzz.
That's
The
the original
original.
Buzz. Buzz 1.
Wow. Okay.
I got
and
Buzz
let
too
me
somewhere.
let me give a shout out. February 21st was our good friend Buck's birthday.
Yes, it was.
So happy
Yes, it
birthday
was.
to the Buckster.
Yeah.
He would have been I don't know how old today. He's about a couple years older than me. So,
59
but he
years
would have
old.
been 59.
Yeah.
59.
Sweet.
Hey, let's all give him a toast.
somebody
boys.
else have one? Didn't somebody else?
Yep.
Yeah, we got another
Cheers.
birthday boy, too. Just what was yesterday?
Yes, we do. Yesterday, but Rod.
Oh yeah. Big 57
So you're
guys.
finally
Yep.
21 and can drink.
Yep. Finally can drink. Finally getting my first pubic hairs. Everything's good.
Happy birthday to you, Rod.
Thanks, sir. All right. So we got the drinks out of the way, and we could dive in.
That's
You know
really
what we want to
good.
talk about, guys? We talked during the pre-podcast meeting. We did talk about speaking a little bit about our concealed carry
Yep.
choices, as well as the laws about standing your ground here in North Carolina. I think we were going to talk about
Yep.
it. I know Dobie's in Alabama, but
Yeah.
Hound Dog's in South Carolina, so they could touch on that in their states too.
Well,
you want to do that now?
Hey, before we do that, I got some bourbon news since we
Okay,
just
go ahead.
was
Yeah,
in
well,
the
now,
bourbon
now
topic.
to do a contraction, now Hound Dog's in North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina.
I'm sorry, North Carolina. I'm sorry. Yep.
But I have bourbon news, and I would, wait a minute, like Slow Ride always does.
I'll do the news thing.
We need that soundbite, sure enough.
All right, so Slow Ride's favorite whiskey maker or bourbon maker, Jim Beam,
Knob Creek.
has come out with a private barrel selection. You yourself can go to the distillery and buy a down barrel of bourbon. And you get to
I need to break
choose.
out our podcast money.
Yeah, you get to choose between two different bourbons that Jim Beam or Suntory, I think that's who actually owns Jim Beam, has, and that is Knob Creek Bourbon or Knob Creek Rye. So Slow Ride,
There you go.
You know,
That's
take-
right in my wheelhouse.
take notes.
Whoa, that's big
So-
news.
How much does it cost?
Well, I'll get to it.
Save the best for last.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you get to sample several different barrels in the sampling house there to pick your favorite, by your what profile, flavor profile, taste profile that you like. And once you get that picked out, you'll let them know. You can let them know the day of. Say, hey, I want barrel number 1535 or some shit like that. And they'll put your name on it. You have to put a $1,000 deposit down once you pick it. And once you pick it, it takes 90 to 120 days for them to bottle your barrel. And that brings me to wondering, I wonder how much this is going to cost. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Hold the phone.
Yeah. You'll get anywhere from, let's see, 90 to 120 bottles out of one barrel. So, 750 milliliter bottles are fifth. That's what you'll get. And they average the cost of $69.99 per bottle.
Good grief.
So you're looking anywhere between $6,299.10 to $8,398.80.
You what?
Yep. And once you have chosen your barrel, tell them, like I said, tell them what it is. They bottle it, and after you pay your $1,000,
And took your second mortgage out on your house.
Yeah, really.
So this is going to cost you
And when,
10
and when,
grand.
and when they call you, and say, "Hey, we got you whiskey bottled," you go up. I guess they said you pick it up at the American Outpost. I guess that's maybe somewhere on the property of Jim Beam. I don't know what that is or where that's at.
Now, are you picking up bottles or a barrel?
Picking up a barrel, you get the barrel.
Right?
You also get 90 to 120 bottles.
Holy shit. Okay, you better bring a truck up there.
And you'll need a permit to transport it.
And,
Yeah.
and from whatever state you're transporting it from and to.
Yeah.
So
You'll
that's
be
just
running Dukes of Hazzard style out of that motherfucker.
yeah,
Moonshine.
smoking the
Morgan
bandit.
Bandit.
Smoking the bandit, yeah.
But I
Where
thought
you
that was
at?
interesting. You know, we talked about Sazerac did the very same thing. Is doing the very same thing on their barrel program. But you know, if you want the Knob Creek, you better you gonna be ready to pay
Well,
for it.
we
And I'll
have
tell you
a guy on the inside.
Yes,
Right
we
down
do.
there.
Can't
I
you
tell you, it's
Slow
pretty
it.
close though. If you buy Knob Creek 9-year at North Carolina price, it's $5,280.
Yeah,
You
Slow,
buy
you should be able to get
120
employees discount.
you should. So
Yeah, really, I agree.
And one more thing, I forgot to write this down, but I did read it. That once you go through, pick out your barrel, they'll feed you at the distillery. They'll take you, get you something to eat.
Hey, I was wondering, how many samples can you do for that?
$5,000,
Make
they
you
better give me a fucking pedicure, too.
I want a steak. It better not be no bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting. I'm done
No
with
damn,
that.
don't
Hey,
no
yeah,
damn chop
well,
meat.
When you go
Slowly
by and
getting
do
money.
samples, how many samples you can do for they actually make you leave?
But carry you out.
Good question.
We could push some buttons on that one.
Yeah, but you and 8 of your friends can go do this.
I don't have 8 friends.
True.
If
He's
I
on
count
Shootout
y'all
Mountain.
3,
He's
I
got
have
7
3.
neighbors, for God's
You
sake.
get 5 more. You get 4 more.
Can my imaginary friends go?
He says hello to a duck every fucking morning on his pond. Okay, that's where
Hey,
we're
you
at
can
here.
take the duck and the bird. That'll be 2 more.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yep. Sure can.
You only got to get
People-
3 more.
People will call me and ask how the duck's doing. They don't ask how I'm doing.
It's all about the
Do you
duck.
know, when you're a detective, they call that a clue.
Yeah, really. Hey, and in
Yeah.
a sidebar, Hound Dog, we talked about this before, but, our Maker Marks barrel comes mature this year.
No, it does not. We got about 2 more years to go. I looked it up the other day, and it said it would be 2027 before it's ready.
Sorry, buddy.
Survey says.
You can look it up if you want. to, but-
2027, I thought it was supposed to be
Yeah,
this year.
I did too. That's from the 6-year age statement. They moved it up to 8.
Ah, they did that without your consent? Are they allowed
Yeah,
to do
really.
that? I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you have to? How
They're
much
doing
did you have to pay for that up front, Slow?
$1,000.
Yeah.
For that one?
No.
No, it's just you get your name on the barrel. And
Oh,
Hound Dog
okay.
and mine, our name's on the same barrel, and then we go up there and we can get a 5th from that barrel. Or what, 2 maybe?
Okay, I got you.
No,
You're not
no,
getting
we
the whole
get
barrel.
we can get up to 9. I think 9.
And this is from where?
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. Yeah.
Because we're ambassadors for Maker's Mark.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
Cool. Now, where are they? Are they in Kentucky?
Yeah, Louisville.
Oh, Louisville.
All right, man. Let's get on to some, well, I guess drinking is some cop shit, but let's go into some cop shit.
Well, we're going to start with the concealed carry, you guys. Fuckers, did you forget already? We're going to do concealed carry and the stand your ground laws we're going to talk a little bit
Yeah,
about.
all
So,
right. Everyday carry, right?
yeah, everyday carry.
Yeah.
You guys got a platform you guys carry? Do you got a single gun? Do you switch up? Is it determined by the weather? How much clothing you have on? What's the deal? How do you guys do things? Who wants to start?
Determines
I'll
on what I'm doing, but go ahead, Double D.
I think Rod hit on a very good point. Weather is a big thing. Summer, I'm a little bit of a gun guy, more than some, less than others, but I kind of have options on both ends of the spectrum. So I got a Glock I can carry, a 43X, or I have a SIG 365. If it's going to be hot summer, I don't have to watch some small, compact, solid. If it's going to be a little cooler, or a hoodie or jacket, I'll step it up to a like a SIG 320 or a Glock 19 or something like that. I also have a Palmetto State that I recommend. See, Glock's patent ran out. So Glock's patent ran out. There's other people who reproduce one. Palmetto State has produced a solid replica of the Glock 19 as well as the Micro Glock. For the money, they're solid. So
Now, are these 9mm or 40 caliber platform?
I tend to stick with the 9. Sometimes I'll step it up. I have, and if it's cold, I have a Smith & Wesson 10mm and a Smith & Wesson 45 that I may carry.
That's a serious.
If I'm going to be in the
10mm.
woods, like stuff like that, I'll step it up to one of those.
Double D, we didn't ask you to name everything you say.
Oh, well, you got a couple hours.
And there's a
Yeah,
time
couple
on it.
If I'm in Alaska and
It's a 1-hour show, dude.
I'm going to carry a 10mm.
Yeah, exactly. But my thing is, whatever you're going to carry, get a gun that you're not going to leave at home, that you're going to be comfortable. If you get some 44 Magnum and you leave it at home, what gives it to you?
Sure.
9 is a lot better than it used to be, but I usually stick with the mid-size to small compact 9, unless I've got something else. But
And those are all the guns you basically mentioned in the beginning there. The
Pretty much,
365, the 19, they were all 9s, right?
yep.
Yeah, I tell you, the 9's good if you got the right ammo with it, because
Sure, that's what it's all about, right?
The ammo. Yep.
All right. What about you,
Absolutely.
Hound Dog? You want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. I got a benchmark pocket knife I carry every day,
All right.
so carry that.
guys, I
And-
thought this was show and tell. I'm sorry, I got my stuff laying on the table.
Well, you
Oh,
didn't
nice.
tell early in the thing. You should have said, "Go get your shit and show it."
Well,
But anyway,
that's producer's job. Go ahead.
and you're the producer, and you didn't tell us.
You just told
That's
on
common
yourself.
sense.
Show us your paperwork, Slow. Show us your paperwork.
Got it right here.
I knew you had it somewhere.
But like in the summertime, wearing less clothes, of course, like shorts and stuff like that. I've got a Smith & Wesson shield, 9mm shield. That's a really good, reliable, compact weapon. I love carrying that thing. And if it's going to be bulky and winter, you got also a Smith & Wesson MP 45 that I carry.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Sweet. That's simple enough. Well,
Or Smith & Western is what some of the old timers call it. I got one of them Smith & Westerns.
You know, that happened. We're in rookie school. You remember that, Hound Dog?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Barry
why I
Moore
said it.
trial. We're in rookie school. They take us to watch this trial. And one of the Gastonia detectives.
Now, tell the story about it, too.
Go ahead. You're better at this now.
Well, I wasn't prepared. I'm not prepared, Slow. But Barry Moore was a police officer in Gastonia that went to, I think his wife or somebody was having an affair.
Yeah.
And he went to the guy that she was having an affair with, his house, and shot and killed him. And this is why we were in rookie school. And they made us go sit through the trial and watch the actual trial when I was in rookie school back in 1986. So it's pretty interesting, man. All of us sit there with kind of doughy-eyed, looking, watching, and listening to everything.
Oh, yeah.
Not
It's pretty
knowing
cool.
that 10 years later, you're going to say, fuck, go to court.
It's pretty cool, yeah, because one of the detectives Gastonia kept calling the gun he used a Smith & Western.
Yeah, that's why I said it, Smith &
Oh, is that
Wesson.
what we did? Oh,
And I can't remember the dispatcher's name. She was dispatcher long after
Yeah.
we were cops.
Lily.
Lily. She tried her best to help Barry out because Barry's,
Yeah.
the 911 call. He's sitting there talking about, hey, I just killed a man. She goes, Barry, you know you recorded the line, Barry. Barry, you on the quarter line. Help him out.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we always go down these rabbit holes. All right, man. Since I did do show and tell.
Oh, I got one more right quick.
Oh,
Too late. I didn't show it.
Oh, I got
We're
a
in jail again.
in my truck. In my truck, I carry a hunting rifle, a 30-30 hunting rifle somewhere in my truck.
You were hoping one of the three people listening to us don't bring to your truck now.
Yeah. Well, good luck, but I do have that in a truck.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Truck gun. All right.
Truck,
So,
that goes a truck gun, yeah.
yep. Go ahead, Slow.
I mean, I carry a couple like Adobe,
Oh,
depending on
one
what
more
I'm
thing.
doing.
One more thing. I'm kidding.
I can fix that with the mute button.
Like a tackleberry over there.
Yeah.
You remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
That's Hound Dog. Tackleberry. He's got guns everywhere. All right, Slow.
Yeah, it's W right in your wheelhouse, 9mm. It's Smith and Wesson. It's the M 2.0 model.
No, that 2.0 is good.
Yeah, it's a stainless steel barrel, but aluminum frame, so it's really light.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Of course,
nice.
it's got the Hella Sun green dot sight on it.
Nice optic for us guys who can't see shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you can shoot this both eyes open. And it's, but
Now, I tell you, I got lucky when I retired. They had just put my RMR on my pistol. My
Oh, that's cool.
optics. You get to keep it.
Nice.
Oh, it is
17-1 carry on the mag. I use the hollow points. I can't remember the grain on it, but I do use a hollow point on the 9s.
It's a 9, right?
Yeah, this 9. Now, if I'm hiking, I carry my 45. Smith & Wesson, big Smith & Wesson fan. I carry the
Yeah, me
45 when I'm hiking and stuff, but I use Phobos holsters on both of them, quick release Phobos holsters. And the other thing I got on everyday carry is a Gerber multi-tool.
Oh, there you go.
I've had this so long, I can't remember when I got it.
Oh,
Every now
nice.
and then I got to like grease it down stuff, for the locks up because in the summer me sweating on it and stuff.
It's one of those screwdriver, scissor,
Oh
everything.
man, it's
right?
got it all. And
Pliers.
I've used it on a daily basis. It's unbelievable.
So
Once
it
you start
comes in
using one of
handy.
these,
You actually use it. Yep.
oh yeah. Once you start
good.
using one of these, man, you're lost without it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. And my only last thing is my G-Shock
Okay.
everyday carry.
Everyday carry. Watch.
Man, it's got of course tells the time. It's got the hands and not the digital, so you can tell the compass by the hands, but it has a built-in compass.
Can you shoot somebody by going pew pew? 70 so,
I can talk
Say
about
it.
you.
Make that sound again.
There's those little bullets in your watch fires. Pew pew.
But it's got it reads the barometric pressure, compass, gives the altitude. Also even tells time.
Well, you probably need all that shit. You're in the mountains going up.
Yeah, and it's
down,
gel
you know,
filled
what's
too,
going on.
so and you can drop it, and nothing about this waterproof. But yeah, that comes. I use this on hikes. I use this constantly.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
How about you, Rodnator?
I used to, so 30 years at CMPD, we always carried the 40 caliber platform, and I could always have access to ammo and so forth. So a lot of the weapons I carried for years was 40 caliber. And like you, Hound Dog, I carried a shield, 40, but the 40 caliber shield
Yeah.
for years. But then now, with ammo getting more expensive and a lot harder to find, different things, and 9mm being so popular, less expensive, there's better options out there grain-wise and, so forth. So I kind of just recently started switching over to a 9mm platform, and I went with a Springfield Hellcat.
Those I've heard good things about those.
Yeah, I shot it, and of course I don't buy anything before I shoot it. So I went to the range. Where you used to work, Slow, down there at
Yeah, Shooter Express.
Shooters.
I taught them guys yesterday.
Yeah, and I just go up to the counter. I say, thinking about a Springfield Hellcat, and I was thinking about who carries a P365.
Ain't that an airplane?
Yeah,
Sig.
no, it's a
Sig
the SIG.
365.
Yeah, I did this. I got the new X Macro
That's a good one.
Double Dog. Yeah, with the Romeo sight on it. Like
That's really good.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I got those.
I'm good. I'm sorry. Good.
I got those two, and so I just started shooting those, and just such a pleasure to shoot after you're shooting a compact 40 compared to a compact 9. Just target acquisition, there's not as much pop. It's just I was just worried about knockdown because of course when I was in Charlotte we started out with 9s and 38s and all that shit, and we went to a 40 because we wanted more knockdown power, and so I'm thinking to myself, well, why would I want to go backwards? But they do make good rounds now.
Yeah.
For the 9s that are comparable, and again you have more shots because your magazine will hold more because the rounds are smaller and so forth. So I'm really happy, and both guns they're about identical, kind of just made from different deals, but they're both nice. I like them, man. So yeah, I give a shout out to both of those. They're
They're
real
solid.
Nice
I've looked at the Hellcat, and I'm like, Hound Dog, I carry either Benchmade or I have another company that I started buying knives from, but a Montana knife company in Spartan. A little pricey, but they're solid. They're the kind of knife you can give your grandkid.
Yeah,
And they're solid. And I will also, if it's nighttime, I'll carry this little small flashlight with me.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. Back up just for a second. I've got to intervene here.
Right.
Noble Dog, you said grandkids. You're not reproducing, are you?
No.
We have a picture of the baby somewhere, don't we?
Oh yeah, we do. You're right.
Oh, we do.
Forgot.
Oh, speaking of the knife, speaking of the benchmark, benchmark. Is that
Bench
right?
made.
Bench
Thinking
made.
about the bourbon,
Yeah.
but bench made.
Yeah, bench made.
You got bourbon and knives on the brain.
I got a buddy here that I've known for 20 years that lives about 2 miles up the road from me. He's carried a bench made for, man, he's back when he was a cop up in Jersey for maybe 15, 20 years, if not longer. And he sent his knife back to the company.
That's correct.
They refurbished it and sent it back to him.
I have
cool.
one.
Yeah.
I have one that I'm about to send back. I got a couple bench mades, but I got one I'm about to send
How
back.
do you do that? You just you stick it in a box and send it to
Yeah,
them?
you have to notify them and say
What they
this is
do
what's
is-
wrong with it. You know, whether the springs like screwed up on it or
But I don't have receipts and stuff. I've had the thing forever.
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
that doesn't matter. It's their
Oh,
damn
okay.
product.
Sweet.
Yeah.
They I've
So
sent mine back.
what's associated cost of that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Really? That's cool.
Here, I had one. I bought one, an automatic. I'm getting ready to send it back that I've had since 1998, and I sent it back 2 or 3 times, and I sent it back. I tell you, Robbie's the one that told me about this. Bryson, he told me about this. And so what you do, you send it back, and they will when they get it, they will notify you we have your knife. Then they'll send you back something a week later. We have fixed your knife. We're sending it back to you, and as long as you own it, they will do it. I've sent mine a couple times, and I got
Kind of like Craftsman.
yeah.
Well, it's like if it's like the more reputable companies like Case Knife. I collect case knives, and I've got a couple of them that have got a little rust on them. Mm-hmm. I can actually go on Case's website, send it back. They'll refurbish or replace. And
They
send it
replaced
back
the
to you.
spring in mine because mine's automatic. They replaced
Yeah.
the spring in it, factory sharpen it.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey,
So if
they're-
you got a
they're
good quality
solid.
knife, if you got a good quality knife out there, and you need some work done to it, check the damn manufacturer.
yeah.
chances
And
are-
while we're talking about knives, let's give old Jamie Brackett a plug. Brackett Knives.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
retired
I
police
bought
officer.
one of his before as a hunting knife, and they're solid.
Oh
They're
yeah, and
solid.
he started making knives, and he's doing really well. And if you can find,
Yeah.
I'm sure if you Google Brackett's
it's Brackett.
knives, his stuff will come up. And
BracketKnives.com, maybe, I think.
yeah, but he's solid, man. He makes really good stuff, and it's all made in house. He's just one man show, and he quality
He's been
shows.
doing it now probably about 15 years, maybe.
Yeah, he's really good. His stuff looks good.
And when I do carry, I'm always carrying a knife as well. So
And
knife,
Jamie, we
gun,
expect
and,
4 knives for the plug, by the way.
There you go. Yeah, and I think it's very important. It's I treat my gun just like a cell phone or my keys. I don't leave home without it. Period.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
And here's another thing that I recommend. Like I said, if you're going to get one you're going to carry. If it's something that
Yeah.
you're going to not like,
And I'm
get
sure
something
you
that's quality.
guys will agree. You don't feel the gun when you're carrying it, but if you make a mistake and leave it home, you certainly you feel the difference.
Yeah.
You notice it's gone.
And another thing too, don't just go buy it, shoot some at the range, and then stick it in your pocket or stick it in. Think about it. You know, practice. Know where that gun's going to be. Because like we were at the range, you knew it was going to be on your right hip, left hip. Go through the motions and know where it's going to be if you need it. So it's second nature.
Build muscle memory.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Since we're talking about that, did y'all? I'm sure you did because I did. Practice drawing your weapon, pulling it up on target,
Dry fire, all that.
dry fire, and all that stuff at home. You know, for a long time, I didn't do that. I didn't do that when I was working, and honestly, my shooting scores dropped a little. But then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start practicing the memory, pulling it up, putting it on target and stuff like that. And my shooting scores increased significantly after I started doing that. But so if you're a cop out there, try doing that, practicing at home.
might
Make sure you clear your weapon first,
so look,
or you'll shoot your damn mirror out.
and I'll tell you another thing. I have some friends that are officers or retired officers, and their wives carry. And one thing that has been a trend with some of the guys I know and their wives, this is a good recommendation, but do what you're comfortable with. They will get one of these, what they call a hammerless revolver. The hammer's not exposed; it's internal, like a .38, carried in their purse, because you don't have to worry about a slide catching. And that 38 plus Bs will go right through that pocketbook and do what you need to do.
Oh yeah.
They can leave it in a pocketbook and just shoot through the pocketbook.
And I tell you, the
thing
wheel
for
gun
females who
revolver
wanna
is
carry.
so much simple.
It is.
You know, with a pistol, man, everything can go wrong unless you practice, develop muscle memory, clearing it, fixing it, stovepipes, whatever's going to happen to drop magazine. That revolver's not going to fail you.
Yeah.
I had a vice sergeant when I was 1994. He was doing a class and he showed us what he carried. Little hammerless 38. He just slid it down the back of his jeans with a rubber band around the handle, so it would keep it from sliding all the way down. And he just keep it on the back of his jeans. You couldn't even tell he had it on him. And I went out that day and got a hammerless. I went with a 357, but you know, it's me.
That is you.
Yeah, I had to go big or go home. So I still have it to this day, and it's a house gun, meaning, you know, my wife, of course, ex-law enforcement, knows how to use it. My son, I just say you point and shoot. Won't jam. Just pull the trigger till it's empty. Someone will either be deaf or they'll be dead because that 357.
They'll work. They will work.
Yeah.
But be
At the very
safe
least,
with
it'll
it.
scare the shit out of them.
Either they'll be deaf maybe because it's loud and it's a short barrel, so it's a lot of pop and all that stuff. I got one last question. Holster options. Mine, I always go in the belt. I don't know what you guys think. That's just me.
I go a cross draw appendix.
Is that because your K9 days you always carried your holster on your vest?
So
And that
muscle
too
memory.
is
We're talking about
also,
muscle
I
memory
feel
right there.
easier to
you always
remove
remember he's always reaching across. Yeah.
Yeah, and two, for me, it's easier to lift my shirt this way instead of pulling it up this way. It just seems more fluid. And I go with a company called 10 Core in the Core or We the People. Mojo, I don't know if y'all know Morris, but Marcel used to work with us. Firearm instructor, squared away sharp dude. He recommended this 10 Core, and they're phenomenal. They're great. They're solid. I mean, I love them, and I can carry it here. And they also made a mag here, so I can get my mag here if I need to change mags. And I got two little 365 mags. Don't need those there.
Sweet.
Yeah, I either use a like slow rider Phobos, or I do have a We the People holster that I use. But in the wintertime, I would use I can't remember the name of it. It's actually an ankle holster. I used to carry, you know, when I was in narcotics, I carried ankle holsters all the damn time. I got pretty proficient at, you know, getting the gun out of the holster there on my ankle.
Right.
So, you know, I'm very comfortable wearing an ankle holster too.
There you go. Perfect. Boy, you slow in or
Yeah,
out?
big Foes fan. 90% of the time, I'm belt carrying. It's just an inside holster reminds me of you guys. Irritates the shit out of me.
Good one.
I like it
Well,
anymore. The pain in the ass.
Depending on how I'm dressed, yeah. Sometimes I'll do an in belt carry, but 90% of the time it's on my hip.
I got you. I usually just have a T-shirt on, so I got an Indo belt, and I just let my T-shirt drop out, and no one even knows I have it. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
But practice with what you use and be safe. Don't just get it
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
throw it in there. That's the main thing.
And make sure you're prepared to use it, and you will use it. If you don't, they'll take it away from you, use against you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't carry unless you know. Yeah.
We are 33 minutes into this podcast. Ain't even hit none of our source stuff yet.
But this
this is
a
good.
very
This is good
educational
info.
fucking
This is
show,
police
dude.
stuff.
Yeah.
This is educational, bro. Yeah.
Slow says, let's get into some police shit. So we get into some police shit, and now he wants to down transfer to something
Hey,
else.
hey.
That's great.
I
police
thought
work.
I'd take a shot at this producer thing. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, you're fired.
Hey, it'll affect the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's touch on one more thing since we're at it. Hey, this is ours. We'll do what we want. What's about the stand your ground? Do we have it here in North Carolina, slow ride?
Yeah, man. Actually, the definition is allows an individual to use force, including deadly force, without retreating when faced with imminent danger. I mean,
And you have to be where, slow? Where are you allowed to be to do this?
You can be in
your house or your car.
legal, any place you have a legal right to be.
To be.
Your home, motor vehicle, or workplace.
Okay.
So as long as you have a legal right to be there and you have imminent danger. You know,
Right.
if I pull a gun on you, I'm going to shoot you, then I turn around and start to walk off, you can't blast me in the back because that
Right.
imminent danger is stopped.
It's left. It stopped. It was there, but then it was gone. You missed
And
your
Hound Dog, how
opportunity
did we
to kill.
always describe imminent?
Right now.
Fixing
Right.
to.
I tell you,
Fixing to.
Boy,
And I-
The
I'm
southern
fixing to
version.
fuck y'all up.
Fixing to, yeah.
I had a buddy just the other day
Show
ask me
your
that very
ass.
thing. He asked me, "Have you ever shot anyone?" I said, "No, I've came close a lot of times,
Yeah.
but the use of force, their use of force, de-escalated, so it de-escalated mine. I didn't have to shoot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't shoot some of the people on duty when I was around is because they retreated. They stopped their aggressive action.
Calls them damn
Yeah.
body cameras.
Yeah, this is slow.
Yeah.
We went 90% of our career without a body
Oh,
camera.
you're right. Yeah, hey, I never had one. They didn't. They didn't.
I
Neither did I.
Probably
Neither did
while
I.
you retired.
They never gave supervisors. We didn't get one. We didn't get tasers or body cam.
Rod Nader got promoted as soon as they got body cameras, so I can get the hell off the street and keep from getting
Yeah.
fired.
I never did get
That's
a
how
damn
you were
body
able to
camera.
retire.
That's exactly right. It's how come I made it 30 years.
So when I retired, my car did not even have a computer in it. My black and white police car did not have a computer in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't have a body camera. None of that shit.
None of that
You were
shit.
stationed downtown at the end, right?
I was, yeah, for the last 5 years of my career.
Was it 5 years?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long. I knew you was down there.
That's
tell
best
you,
5 years. I love that shit.
That was
I
a
do.
good gig.
I
That was
do
a
have.
good
So,
gig.
hey, Hound Dog was the only officer that had an office
Outside the
outside the
police
police
department.
department.
And
Yeah,
let, me
Main
ask,
Avenue.
let me ask you, Dobie Dog, what's the rules in Alabama? Do you know?
Pretty much the same thing. It's
Stand your
pretty
ground?
similar.
Yeah, is
And it's a
it-
constitutional carry state, too. So it's
Which
pretty much
means what?
the same thing.
What's constitutional carry mean?
You don't have to, you just,
Seal it?
you fall under the Second Amendment, so you don't have to go get approved and all that kind of stuff.
You can just open carry,
Open
Yeah,
walk
see,
down
that-
the street with a gun on your hip like the old West.
See,
And
that's
there's
kind
probably
of
some like
that's
that.
another rabbit hole. So I'm totally against that.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's legal, Bob. You could be
Yeah.
against it, but that's what that means, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could just carry it out in the open, right?
Yeah, I agree with Slow Ride. I'm totally against that myself.
And so, what's your argument? I'll be the guy who's for it. What's your argument against it?
Well,
Just
thing
get
that
in
is,
it.
go ahead,
Slow.
go down, though.
No, you go.
No,
Well, think-
please, you
Well,
go.
but
No,
the-
you-
what-
I'll go. No, you go, please.
Who's on
Let's
first?
go at the same time.
All right.
Yeah, talk over each other.
Oh, we do
ahead.
that all the time. Matter of fact, somebody actually talked about this. How come you always talking over each other?
They don't know us, do they?
Okay, why are you against open carry?
You know, I like to have somebody that have some type of training, at least basic training in that weapon and how to use it and where to use it and that sort of
How
thing.
do you know they don't have it?
Oh, yeah, I don't. But if it's a constitutional carry, I mean, somebody of age can just strap one on and go to the mall and
You
never
said
shot
strap
it.
on. Listen, we're not trying to go to YouTube jail again, okay? Stop with this language, because it's the last time I want to go to jail for you, Slow Ride, okay? Because
For me, really.
If he does it, he
at
wants
least
to do
it'll
it.
be your fault this time. It's not going to be my fault. No,
You're,
I
you're
guess
two
I'm
for
saying
two
is-
so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude.
I guess what I'm saying is, let me be the devil's advocate. So I'm open carrying walking down the street, or I'm concealed carrying walking down the street. I might not have a bit of training, and I'm concealed carry. Same damn thing, right?
Oh, you're right there.
I don't know.
Now,
so
in our state, now Alabama I don't know, but North Carolina, there is a statute called going armed in the terror of the public, which is a felony.
sure, but that's what those bigger machine gun type things, right?
Yeah, and you got to prove that someone was in fear for their life just
right.
by you
right.
carrying
It
that
don't
weapon.
necessarily have to be a machine gun type gun. It can be a pistol. To go in armor and
Depends
terror.
on what you're what
Just
your actions
if
are.
you
Depends on
scare
what their
somebody
actions
enough,
are.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you kind of scare somebody with
Yep.
it, yeah. Okay, all right.
like Slow, he's walking up on the side of the mountain. He's got a gun in his hand. They're like, oh shit.
Well, if you don't have a gun up here, you're the only one that don't have a gun up here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
that's
like-
there's double
you'd
barrels.
be
of
naked up there if you don't have a gun.
Oh,
to
yeah, I'm
shoot
telling
out
you.
of mountain. Yeah.
That's like I was at a Costco back during the summer. There was a dude standing in front of me. He had open carry in South Carolina. Open carry, not no problem. But I got so close to this guy's back that there's no doubt in my mind that I could have
Could've
taken his
snatched it.
gun away from him
Yeah.
and killed him with it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, there's a
And-
guy at Walmart here the other day, too. So he was so fat, 450 pounds, so fat, his gun outside holster had like a little cheap holster. It was turned like this.
You know what
Was
I'm
it
thinking?
was horizontal.
You know what I'm thinking, Hound Dog. You know exactly what I'm thinking. You do
wasn't
don't
like
slow.
those-
Don't even go there right now, Dobie. Don't even go there.
Oh, yeah, the
After
gun was
podcast.
pointing at him.
Yeah.
That's
It
how
was
fat
pointing
he
at
was.
his hip. It was pointing at his own hip.
Yeah, and I
We'll
don't know what
talk
kind of
about
gun he
that
had,
in the
but it was looking like about a $5 holster.
Yeah.
Good
But people like that. If you're going to carry a gun, in my opinion, I don't want to see it.
I don't either. And you're not.
Well, had he put it in his belly button, you wouldn't have.
I don't want anybody to know I have one.
No, I don't either. That's like
there's no need for that. Only a lot of people do that just to show they can do it.
100%.
I went to a
Bubba, I
gun
got a
store.
gun.
I went to a gun store in Gastonia. Well, outside of Gastonia one time, while I was working in narcotics, and the guy that I went with actually worked at the gun store, so they knew that he was a cop, and they probably knew that he was working, that he would have other cop friends with him. And one of the old men sitting around the gun store said, "I bet you got a gun on." I said, "What makes you think that?" "Well, your shirt's untucked."
He said, "You either got a gun, or you're glad to see me. One of the two."
Either you have a gun, you're a slob. Which one?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm thinking, what
Might
the
be
hell's that got to do with any damn thing?
Old timers tuck their shirts in.
Yeah, old timers tucked their shirts in, and my shirt was untucked. And he said, "You probably covered up your gun by your untucked shirt." He was 100% right.
Well, hey,
Damn you, that guy was good.
I tell you, Hound Dog and I used to work together at the ABC store in Gastonia.
Yep.
And this black guy comes in, and he profiles me. He gets his ball, comes up, says, "You a cop or you used to be a cop?" So what makes you ask that? He says, "You wearing a lot of pockets. You cops like a lot of pockets." He was right. I had cargo pants on.
We do. We
I had cargo pants on, and I had a button-up shirt. Had like the couple pockets here, and
Yeah.
yeah, the 24/7, whatever it was, shirts, the old tactical shirts, and he was 100% right.
Oh.
He profiled me through the team.
5'11".
Not 5'11". Yeah.
Yeah, but did you turn it around on him and say, "Yeah, well, I bet you're a so-and-so because of the way you're wearing your pants and you got your gold grill in"? Are you a rapper?
Man, we got a story when Slow Ride and I were working at the liquor store. This guy come in and started stealing liquor. You remember this?
Oh, he had on the gym pants.
You had gym pants on. He started stuffing fucking bottles of liquor in his gym pants.
Wait, what are gym pants?
Well, it's like
Sweatpants?
sweatpants.
Yeah.
Okay, Cole.
Yeah.
Not gym pants. What?
What?
Sweatpants, guys. That's the term.
Okay.
Kids today are rolling their eyes. We have
If you
121-year-old
wore
watching
gym
here.
pants,
What the hell are they talking
if you wore gym pants, you wouldn't be sick when you go work out.
Yeah, exactly.
But they go outside in the cold and catch flu.
Yeah.
But he's wearing with sweatpants, Rod.
He's wearing sweatpants. It's a sweatsuit,
God,
sweat
man.
jacket,
Whatever.
sweatpants.
Whatever,
It's not a gym. It's not a gym
Jesus.
jacket.
He says sneakers too.
I do say sneakers.
He does say sneakers.
He doesn't say Snickers, it's Snickers.
Sneakers.
So this guy, he goes in there, he starts stuffing bottles of liquor, not small bottles, like fists of liquor.
How is
in
he
his-
holding his pants up in those things?
He
They're so
wasn't.
flimsy.
They have elastic at the ankles. They have
He
elastic,
wasn't.
and he's feeding them down through their.
Oh, he's carrying them on his legs, like
Yeah,
his
his legs,
legs.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So he comes up toward the down counter, and I think somebody brought it to our attention, didn't they?
like they
Yeah,
had to.
you brought to my attention, Hound Dog.
You guys were detectives
Oh,
back
yeah.
in the day, weren't you?
Oh,
could
yeah.
Do a little detective there.
So this guy comes up, and immediately I get pissed off because he's stealing shit.
Right in front of you, like
Yeah.
you're stupid.
Yeah. So Slow Ride and I approach him inside the liquor store. He turns to take off running. We reach out and grab his down pants. Cling, 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 cling. And his pants like stretched way out.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I'm
he's
thinking-
probably a buck 105. He's real
Yeah.
tall and real skinny.
Yeah. So he
Y'all
was,
were upset because now the liquor bottles are busted.
I don't think that I don't even think we recovered any of them.
Did they all
But-
come out of his pants, or did he stay in his pants? He just started running.
I think he's pretty much stayed in his pants somehow.
Wow.
But I stretched his pants out. Steve said, "Let him go, let him go. We don't do that anymore."
Well, I had grabbed him by the arm as well, and it was getting ready to be.
A
Who's
fight.
got to hurt this boy? Who's got to hurt him?
But it
And we're
was.
standing around. There's 20 people around, all looking. I was like, just let him go, Hound Dog. Let him go. Just let him go.
Let the motherfucker go.
Oh man,
Nothing in this door has our name on it.
Yeah.
that's true.
But
But
once you get
Yeah.
that mindset that this guy's stealing, I'm stopping him. I don't.
and
give
you
a
got a
shit
handful,
what he
and you got a handful of them.
Yeah.
It would be
he's-
hard to let him go. It'd be
It
hard
was
to let
hard.
him go.
It was hard. We chased him
Wait,
outside though.
We'd had to do that or hurt him.
Yeah. I vote you heard him.
Yeah, that's what I was going
where I'm
after.
at on it. You
But
stole. Hey, F-A-F-O, right? F around. Find out.
Find out.
Yeah.
But
so.
Slow making a wise decision at the time. Probably his only wise decision he's ever made.
Supervisor decision. Yeah.
Producer.
Sergeant decision.
Producer
Yeah.
flow.
Saved me from
keeping the troops safe.
saved this guy from getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, all those stories. Good Lord. But cool. All right. Well, good deal, guys.
Oh, I do have another story right quick, if I may.
Yeah, hell on
Ties
earth. Go
into
ahead.
the stand your ground.
Right.
We were down another rabbit hole. The Teddy Bureau, and there's this old man in an old truck. Certainly, we got him to the Teddy Bureau. He's on oxygen. He's got this cane he uses. We had to stop like 4 or 5 times just to get to the elevator to get him upstairs. He's going down the road, and evidently he cut these two, dad and son duo. He must have cut in front of them on their motorcycles or something. Pissed them off. And they kept pulling in front of him, trying to get him. They slowed down, trying to get him to stop. He just drive around them. And they're hollering and stuff. And he gets to the red light right there at 321 I-85. And he's boxed in. The two guys got their bikes. Son goes to the passenger door, opens it up with the old man in it. Dad opens up the driver's door. When he does, Paul puts 38s right in his sternum.
And the driver's side, and the guy who pulled the driver's door open.
Yeah, shoots the dad twice, right in the
And
sternum.
what happened with the kid?
I don't know, but they called the cops, and
Okay.
we get down there, and Dad's going to the hospital, and we got Paul now taking him to the Teddy Bureau to talk to him.
We had one in Gastonia right before I left, and I don't know
What
that
happened?
Well, and here's the problem. Now, this is a frail old man. He's on oxygen. He's by himself. He's got to be 80-plus years old.
Right.
We're walking in from the back parking lot, downstairs and around back where all patrol stuff is.
Right.
We had to stop 3 times, 4 times. We got to the elevators because he's out of breath.
Right.
Get him a Teddy Bureau, and all he wanted to say was, I'm a World War II veteran, and ain't nothing for me to kill a man. It took forever.
Probably not his first time.
Ain't enough for me to kill a man.
No, sir. We trying to coax him
Those
in
were
because he's
Nazis.
scared. He's scared of death. He's scared. I'd be scared of death. I just shot somebody. I'd be scared shitless.
Yeah.
And just try to, Paul. We need to hear that you're afraid for your life. Finally it was just.
You finally get it out.
Finally did. And DA found no probable cause. But
Good.
we didn't tell him what to say, but it took forever to drag that out of him.
Yeah.
We had one right before I retired, and it was over there kind of near New Hope and Franklin. And I don't remember how it all played out because I don't think he got charged, but they have a wreck. And the guy's in the car, and he's pretty much kind of out of it. I mean, he's there, but he's just not very cognitive to some extent. He's just, he's stunned from the wreck. The guy comes up trying to help him jerk the door out to get to him. Kills him.
He shot a guy trying to help him?
Yeah, he thought the guy, he was so stunned, he thought the guy was trying to come in and
Oh man,
rob him, and he smokes him.
that is terrible.
And I don't think they charged him, but don't quote me on that. But yeah,
Did they kill him or did he just walk?
oh, he killed him.
Oh, shit.
So how old was this guy?
They were young, mid-20s maybe.
Oh really? No,
They were young.
the guy that shot, not the guy that got shot.
I think he mid-20s. I think the other guy was a little older, like 30-ish.
Yeah.
And my way it was told to me that the kid was so stunned from the wreck, he just like, oh, this guy's trying to.
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't have his mental faculties.
Yeah. And that's part of why they probably weren't charged, He was stunned out, especially at a head injury, concussion or something, from an accident.
But
That's terrible.
And guns aren't the whole problem. I mean, there's people the problem with all these things. Because I was talking to somebody the other day. Their brother is a retired cop in London. Not London, but in England. And they said that you're 200 times more likely to be a victim of a violent crime in England than you are here. They don't have guns.
Yeah.
And this was interesting too. Their police force, they get a dog just pulled up. Come up. They get basically some type of impact with a baton of some sort. Mm-hmm. They don't get spray. they have a taser unit. So, say for instance, our shift in Gusto, they have
Yeah.
a taser unit,
Jeez.
and this lady's brother, who was a cop in England, said they had a call. Her brother and his partner got an axe, chopped his partner's finger off, runs, goes into a convenience store, tearing up a convenience store, and they had to wait for like an hour before the taser unit got there.
Sir, we're going to tase you. Could you stand right there for me, please?
Yeah, but they only have like a taser unit.
Don't they also have like a gun car too?
They think they have a gun car, but
They don't have any guns, and they don't carry
but
guns.
they said that they are just because England's so anti-gun, but they're
Unbelievable.
200 more times likely to be a victim of a violent crime there.
That's because they're instead of having guns like we've talked about on previous podcasts on stories that they carry knives and swords and shit,
Machetes.
machetes.
Yep.
Especially
This
those
was an axe. Cut the officer's finger
African
off.
Muslim motherfuckers. They got the machete running down their thigh. And when they pull it out, that motherfucker keeps coming out.
Yeah.
It's like a damn, Three Musketeer sword or something.
Yeah, but that's so
Right.
it's not the guns, not the problem. It's the people.
Yeah.
That's
Well, exactly
everywhere.
right.
That's
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah. That's right.
And like we've talked about, if somebody, back in the day before guns, they were killing each other with bows and arrows and clubs and sticks. And,
Rock.
Yeah.
and rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
And if some humans will kill humans, and it's just what's available to me, what's the easiest route.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of you guys are seeing in all these countries now people running over people with cars. They're just taking cars and running them through crowds and just running people over.
I can't remember the statistics, and I need to look it up because I was having a debate with a very liberal friend of mine and very anti-gun.
Then it shouldn't be a friend of yours.
Well, I'm telling you, it came up because they said,
But he's a
they said,
producer.
"Are you wearing a gun? Do you carry a gun?" Oh yeah, I carry a gun everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And DWIs kill more people than guns do. And I remember that, but I couldn't remember the actual numbers. I need to look that up because that's not true. That's just not true at all. That's just something y'all.
They think
That's
guns
just
like
it.
come alive and kill people. It's so amazing. A gun sitting, like I tell this all the time. A scissor is used to cut paper, but if I stick it in your eye and kill you, then it becomes a deadly weapon, right?
Oh, you're right.
It's all how you use the gun.
Deadly weapon.
Yeah, exactly. I got
How
gun
many
right
times
in
have you been in a
there.
bar fight and somebody throwing bottles?
My gun hasn't moved in since we started this podcast. It's sitting right there. Yep, it's not moving. It's okay.
Well, it's like I told them. I said, you're anti-gun. But somebody's breaking your house. Who do you call? Somebody with a gun.
Sorry with the gun.
Yeah.
And who's the guy who we always talk about this? School shooters, mass shooting, whatever it is, a robbery. Who stops the guy with the gun? Another guy
Yeah,
with a gun.
Yeah, a good guy with a gun.
That's about
Exactly right.
that's the only way you're gonna do it.
That's
I like
exactly
that.
right. Yep. And listen, hey, I'm good with it, folks. If you're out there and you're liberal minded and don't want a gun, that's fine. I don't want you to have one because you probably shoot your damn foot off. Like I don't want you to
shoot
have
me
one.
in the
Shoot me by
Or
accident.
shoot me. Yeah, exactly. Leave
All right,
the guns
guys,
to
we're
us
talking
then.
about shootings, talking about guns. We are on YouTube. We need a timeout. Okay.
I feel like I was on an elevator.
Back to us.
Jesus. I was at the dentist office right there. Yeah. Yeah, but it's an inanimate object. You get proper training. It's all good. I mean, I don't understand it. It's just people just have some strange ideas.
So,
You know,
so
it's-
what brought this whole entire conversation on was the constitutional carriers. Rod, did we hear your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I said whether it's concealed or it's out and about, I don't see a difference. If the man's trained and he's carrying out or in, I have no problem with it. If he's not trained and he's carrying it out or in, I got a problem with it. My second thought is I'd rather know, especially when I was on duty, that a guy had a gun. So carrying it out there, flaunting it, I would like that
Oh, yeah,
better
yeah.
than not knowing he had a gun.
Yeah.
I'm sure all three of you are like me. When the first guy, North Carolina got concealed carry, I was asked by actually a newspaper reporter guy. He says, "How do you feel about that?" I said, "It's indifferent. We always treat people like they got a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we-
gonna
we-
assume they have one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do the plus one. If they got one gun, we think they got two.
And I would have added for that report slow. And most bad guys do have guns concealed. Like
Yeah.
that's what we expect
Yeah.
them to. That's how they do. They make their living with guns. Like they
Yeah,
have.
they're just
They're not
always
gonna-
stolen guns.
A convicted felon's not going to have an open carry. He's got to conceal it because it's against the law.
Yeah.
Just
But he
because
breaks
he's
the
a
law.
convicted felon doesn't mean he's not going to go get one.
Right. And carry it concealed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
right.
unless a city or town has gun control, like Chicago, then no one has guns.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because Chicago
It's all about
is
the gun control laws, fellas.
exactly right. They work so great in Chicago.
It works so great with dope.
Yeah.
Dope's illegal.
Check out, hey, Jackass, Chicago.
Yeah, it
Tell me
doesn't go
those
well.
guys don't have guns.
Oh my god! And they just every year and year after year after year, they just get a bloodbath up there, and they have the strictest gun laws. And people are dumbfounded, and they want more gun laws because they think it works. They don't work. It just keeps the good people from having guns.
Right.
Hey, right.
all it does.
They're creating victims.
Yeah, exactly. Because everybody says, "Well, if there's no guns, then people wouldn't murder." Well, here's a newsflash, folks. Murder's against the law, and they still do that too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, they'll do it with a knife. They'll do it with a car. They'll do it with a bomb. They'll do it with anything. Murdering's against the law. Having a gun is against the law up there, too. They disobey them all. So that
people
more
wanna do
gun laws
something-
won't help. More gun laws won't help.
If people are just that dead set on hurting somebody, murder, assault, rape, whatever,
Anything.
they're gonna do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just like this guy in Idaho. We didn't get into that, but four people he laid in wait and killed them with a K-bar.
All right,
A K-bar is a
Yeah.
large knife like the Marine Corps carries.
Yeah, give a little background on that, Dobie. That's one of our topics.
Long story short, they are going through this case. It was, I believe, a 2020 case in
2020?
Idaho. He killed 5 people. Brian coworker. They
He
were
killed
trying to get
most were girls, right? Like he killed.
yeah.
Yeah. I
And
think
they're trying to get evidence thrown out, DNA and different types of things. And Dutch says, no, we're not throwing it out. And it's looked like they're going to find him guilty. And Idaho is one of these states that part of their death penalty is including firing squad. So it looked like he's going to
Nice.
get convicted despite them trying to. There's some stuff with the search warrant on the phone and stuff that they're trying to get thrown out, but the judge has declined to throw it out. So looked like he's going to get convicted on all 4 cases, and that they're not ruling out that they can seek the death penalty. So he could have been getting shot.
Yeah, he killed Ethan Chaplin, Zayna Carnoodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Goncalves. 3 girls and 1 guy. College students, right?
Right.
yeah.
Back
And again,
in,
no gun.
Right.
No gun.
K-bar, which is a
Yeah.
knife.
It's a large
November
knife,
13th,
like the Marines carry.
a very serious knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a rental house. Remember they had that big manhunt?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they
It's
thought
a
there was like
nationwide manhunt.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I forgot how they caught his ass. But then they bring him in, and he's not all upset and uptight. He looks real smug and confident, like he was, like he was like a devious motherfucker, like who was the one up in Raleigh who killed all those people? That dude, what's his name? Killed all the young girls. The handsome dude back in the day. What was his name?
Ted Bundy.
Famous kid.
Ted
Ted
Bundy.
Bundy. Yeah, yeah. Everybody thinks bad guys look like these evil guys and they have scars on their face and tattoos and beards. Nah, man, these guys come looking slick and handsome so they can lure you in and get you a false sense of confidence. Next thing you know, you're hanging upside down, getting your ass whooped with a fucking pipe or something.
Ted Bundy was on the dating game back in the day.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Blind
What?
date.
And was Ted and Richard Ramirez was on there as well.
Rich,
Really?
The Night Stalker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. You're
Yep.
exactly right. Okay.
That's
well, great,
great.
man. Well, I hope the dude gets the firing squad. That'd be pretty neat.
Well, you know, that's evidently South Carolina. You can choose your way of death if you're in the
I'd
have the
choose
death
old age.
penalty.
Yep. What would you choose, Slow?
Old age.
Because
Hey,
there's
hey, that's a good question for you guys. If you had to get the death penalty, what form would you use if you had the choice between the traditional electric chair, lethal injection, hanging, firing squad? What would you
Firing
do?
squad.
I would go to my law library that I'm required to be able to go to and research and find the easiest one.
damn, Dobie, that's a good answer.
All right, there you go, Joe. Nice.
Because they're
I'm not
allowed to
gonna
have
ask-
a law library in prisons.
I'm not going to ask you what you want to eat, though, because you'd probably say, well, I'd have to see a menu. And, you know.
Oh yeah.
Liver
They
bus. Liver
They
bus.
have a menu from every restaurant.
Exactly, from the area. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
liver bus and
DoorDash.
sun-
Just
liver bus
DoorDash.
and sun drop.
What about
I'd
you,
choose something that
Hambo?
wasn't in season, so I had to wait for it to be in season for me to eat it before they could kill me.
There you go. Yeah, they have to grow
I
it.
would probably go with lethal injection.
Lethal injection.
Yeah, because they give you one injection to put you to sleep.
That's
Give you another
that's probably
injection
what I would
to
say.
stop your heart.
As long as they do it the right way, because you remember that movie with Gerard Butler.
That was a good movie.
Something Citizen. What is it called?
Law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding Citizen.
That's
he
a good
changed.
flick.
He changed the.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is
Oh God, you got to see it.
You got to
It was
watch
great.
that one, Hound Dog.
His family was.
You have
long
homework,
story short,
Hound Dog.
family murdered, and he decides to take revenge on the system that set the murderers free while killing the murderers. Really good. But,
Oh.
so
Jamie
what he
Foxx
did-
is the DA.
Yeah, one guy was going to. My earphones are falling off here, guys. One guy was going to get the lethal injection, and he changed the way they were given. So you're supposed to give this one first, second, third.
Yeah.
He changed the order, so the guy got the bad shit first, and he started wigging out on the lethal injection table, turning blue and blood pouring out of his eyes. So the one that was supposed to stop his heart wasn't given first and paralyze him, wasn't given first. The one that, and that was good.
Oh.
But that reminded me of that, Dobie Dog. You remember
Oh,
that
that's
part?
a great movie.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I have
awesome.
to write
Watch
that down. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I definitely have to write that down.
Gerard
Because,
Butler, very good.
Yeah, they basically screw him over, and then he gets put in jail. I won't tell you, but it's good.
It's very. Every time it's on, I rewatch it. That's how good it is.
Because he's
I
like
like
some
it.
kind of ex-Black Ops guy. Who is now a
They call him the
millionaire.
brain. They go, if he wants somebody dead, he can kill somebody. He was part of like special forces.
Yeah.
But like in a laboratory. Like
Yeah.
he was one of those guys. He created they wanted to kill this one dope. I'll just say one part. They wanted to kill this dope guy. No one could kill this guy. He was so well protected. So he created a tie with a Kevlar substance in it that when he got the wife to buy it for him for a gift, or was sent to him, and he put the tie on, and the second he put the tie on and he pushed the knot up, it activated the tie and it just strangled him and killed him in his house.
No shit.
Really cool shit.
it's a good movie.
This-
Just, he was super smart, so
Yeah.
4 of us didn't know him.
So this is called Law Abiding
It wasn't in
Citizen.
our class.
Law-abiding citizen, and Gerard Butler. Yeah, a great movie. Jamie Foxx is in it. A couple other people you'll recognize,
Yeah.
but
Great
really
movie.
good, really good.
Now,
Well,
Hey,
Yeah.
producer,
We are
watching the
62
clock?
minutes into this.
oh Lord, I
Go ahead.
still got questions, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I
No,
thought
is
you were
this a
done
true-
writing down.
Is this a true story? Or is this
think
just
so.
a
Yeah, I'm
Hollywood
sure
make
No,
believe?
no. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
good story.
All right.
Yeah, good story though. You'll like it.
The DA lets all these people off on pleas when they should have been convicted of murder. So he goes back and
Our lives, just our lives, guys. The plea deals they make, we get so pissed. This movie's about that and how he turns it around a little bit and tries to send a message. It's good.
All right. So have y'all seen the movie Star Chamber? Back in the day.
I've heard of it, but I hadn't seen it.
Star Chamber, you need to watch it because Star Chamber is if I can remember correctly, a panel of judges. If someone has a case, if one of the judges has a case that comes in front of them,
Michaels. What's that guy? What's one star's name? He's last name Michaels. I can't think.
I can't think of either. But anyway,
That's an old one.
but yeah, bottom line is it's the old one. It's like Slurry said, it's the old one. Panel of judges. Somebody gets off on a technicality on a murder trial. The panel of judges hires a guy to go out and kill the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Vigilante shit.
Yeah, so you
Nice.
need to watch that. A Star Chamber. His name.
I'll look at it. Look it up on Netflix or something.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
All right, slow
Wake up, producer. What the hell are you doing over there? You
I'm
reading
trying
the
to see
comics?
that guy's name. I can't remember. It just bothered me.
What guy's name?
This is when the guy started in
Well,
it.
I think we got to maybe 2 topics tonight.
We just did an hour of talking bullshit.
Yeah, Michael Douglas.
Michael
I
Douglas.
kind of figured the whole concealed carry and all that would kind of
Yeah.
last longer.
Yeah, we went totally off. I guess it's no secret. Everybody that listens to us knows we have a pre-podcast meeting and a pre-podcast pour. And we go through extensive notes on what we're going to talk about, not talk about, that sort of thing. And
Yep.
we hit like one or two bullet points.
That's
All right,
it.
guys, it's that time of the night, man. Any shout outs? Any of that? I want boys. Anything you want to say?
I've got a sad one I want to talk about for a minute. They are, a guy used to be on a podcast, Barry Crisp, B-Dub.
Yeah, B-Dub.
Yep. His mom passed away this past week. And Balika Crisp, she's I always called her Mom. You know, if I saw her out with whether I was, by myself and she was by herself, I said, "Hey, Mom, how you doing?" You know, she was a very, very nice lady, and she's truly going to be missed. And the Chris family, man, you're in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, B-Dub actually, no one could take Buck's place, but he filled the gap. He filled the third mic once Buck left us.
Yeah.
And he's what, 2 seasons as Hound Dog is with us?
Yeah, a couple seasons, and funny damn stories that he had on
Oh,
that
B
damn
Dub's hilarious.
podcast. But anyway,
Hate to hear that.
yep.
All right.
All right, carry on.
Go be dog.
Mine is to not just specifically Virginia Beach, Virginia PD. Also one in Pennsylvania. I looked it up. There's been like 5 in the last couple weeks. Officers shot and killed line of duty. Virginia Beach PD had 2 last week.
Wow.
Mississippi had 1. Pennsylvania had 1. Somebody else had 1. But the little story about Virginia Beach, Virginia, traffic stop. They get the guy out of the car, goes south, end up getting shot.
Yeah, it was a minor stop too, wasn't it, for like a
registration, I think.
registration,
maybe?
yeah.
And so after he shoots the officers, he walks up and shoots them both again while they're laying there. Officers get there, they find the guy like in an outbuilding behind the apartments near where they stopped him, and he's offed himself. He shot and killed himself. So
Yeah,
coward.
Yeah, coward.
He knew he was going to get. He knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But the bad thing, it's bad. One been on like 2 years, one been like maybe 5 years. But
Yeah,
after they're laying there, went up and shot them again while they're laying there. So
What a
Virginia
piece of
Beach PD.
shit.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah, guys, way to bring the show down.
We'll
Hey,
bring
just
it back up.
got the opportunity to talk about used to work at Shooter Express, and dear friend of most of ours, Mike Chambers. He and I went through Ricky school together. Well, and Hound Dog went through school together. He came in, I guess, looking at guns the other day and asked if I was still working there. It was 3 years later. And they called me from there, so Mike was there to get the chance to talk to him. That was good. Mike Chambers, nice to hear from you, buddy, and give me another
Mike's
call
a good
sometime.
dude. I like Mike.
Yeah, I like Mike. Mike's a good dude.
All right, man. What about you, Rod Nader?
Oh, I'm good, guys. I got nothing today. I'm just feeling like crap. Shout out, good show. At least we talked off the cuff a little bit. That was nice, just kind of shooting the shit.
Yeah,
Instead
man.
of
Let
following
me say it
script.
for you. Roosters. Go to Roosters. Get a drink.
Yeah,
Make
of
smart.
course.
Oh, I'm
Go to
sorry.
Hey,
Rooster.
somebody said in the comments, can't remember which one it was, that we need to do a remote podcast at Roosters.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
well,
Ross.
Me and Dobie did the little short in front of the Roosters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, by the way, Hound Dog liked your short.
Oh, the one I did on the beach.
Yeah.
All right, guys, been a Studio 77 production. Remember, we are the voice of the uncommon people.
Yep. As always, let's drink about it and drink responsibly. Rod, happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, man.